Well, I've found out a little about you based on where we live. Now I'm curious if you've learned anything about your fellow humans based on where they live. Tell me, have you ever traveled abroad?
Yes.
You know the expression about walking a mile in someone's shoes? Well, walking a mile in their country is the next best thing. You have no idea how much you don't know about a person until you find out about their home. Humans always seem to play it too safe. They stay in their own little world instead of realizing that the world belongs to those that live in it. And if you don't travel it and learn about it, you're not really living in it, you see. Besides, think of all the hot bods you can meet overseas.
All the hot European guys that my hot 26-year-old character can meet, in case you've forgotten. I agree.
What's wrong, Fuzzy? Is it the same thing as last time?
Well said.
You poor little biped. These anxieties haunt you so. It sounds like you need to come up with your own ways to cope, some sort of closure to your situation. Perhaps you should get out of the house a little. Take a stroll, maybe, to help you clear your mind.
Yes.
Is it your work?
No.
What's bothering you then?
Nothing's bothering me. Nothing.
I see. Well, if you don't mind me saying, there is a world of other things you can be focusing your energies on than matters of amour. Besides, if you concentrate elsewhere, chances are your amorous problems will sort themselves out, if you know what I mean. Just stop obsessing, okay?
He kind of snuck that conversation up on me, didn't he? Didn't even realize. Whatever. Anyway. Talk some more?
I'm sorry, were you speaking?
Yes.
No. Leave
No.
me alone.
Are we done?
I have another point to make
No.
regarding travel and culture. Shall I share it with you?
He's got more to say. Wow. Yes.
Okay then. Whether or not you've traveled abroad, you're part of an ever-shrinking world. Sure, you know that. There's even a song about it being a small world after all, but never in history has it become so important to be familiar with and tolerant of other peoples and their cultures. You and your descendants will be forced to deal more and more with people from all over the world. Think of the effect that will have. Cultures will become further mixed. You already see that in small ways, like your pop music with musical styles being combined, in your food with fusion cuisine. It's a natural result of the world's economy becoming mixed, the prevalence of the internet, cheaper, faster travel. The end result will more likely be that there may be no more countries to speak of in the future.
Ugh.
The world will be more of a cohesive unit, just as it happened in the United States and is already happening in Europe.
Was he referring to globalism?
That, to me, is very exciting.
I don't know. Okay, so we know he's a globalist now. Ah, boy. And that's very concerning. He also left out inflation. Inflation.
Hey, if you want some action, rent a movie and lock the door.
Okay.
I hope you've learned something from our little chat. Take care.
Globalism.
No, I'm fine. I had some hot chocolate earlier.
What? Are you a globalist?
What do you need?
Klaus Schwab.
I have a question for you.
He keeps going.
You see,
Thought he was done.
watching you every day like this, I see you come and go, to and from work, in and out of the house. It's kind of like observing apes must be for you. Each monkey has its own lot in life, set of rules to follow, and it follows them. regardless of how it feels at that moment or what it might rather be doing. Of course, it can be rather comfortable for me to relax all day, but then again I still get antsy and crave things which, due to my physique, are impossible to accomplish. I have to admit that I envy you somewhat, that you may be so productive and make differences within your own culture, but I know that the grass is always some other color on your neighbor's lawn, so to speak, so I'm really curious. Are you happy with your job?
Yes.
Well, I guess that figures in this day and age. It's too bad, since society seems to think your work is what defines you. And
Heck
maybe
no.
it does. Action is certainly more noticeable than ideals, isn't it? So tell me, are you planning on switching career paths anytime soon?
No.
Well, that's no good. When you're unhappy with something, it's important to take steps to change it. After all, what is life without
not happy.
happiness? And a job, I
I'm very
hate
happy.
to say, takes up an awful lot of one's life.
Yeah.
Too much for it not to affect their personal lives. It seems as if a career can be a very important thing to a person, and I really think that's good for your society as a whole. And if people do what they love, then their output will no doubt be worlds apart than if they don't. Even some humans get a little carried away with work and forget their individualities. But if you look at, say, ants, for example, they are not defined by themselves, but their missions in life, often to gather food, and that is their career, so to speak. You are all one large purposeful machine, whether or not you realize this day by day. If you get stuck doing something you're not fond of, then the machine becomes creakier and eventually collapses. This is why I believe that each worker must truly enjoy the work she or he is set out to do. It sounds as if it's about time you move on to something new, don't you think? I simply can't imagine spending quite so much time doing something that doesn't leave me content at the end of the day. Well, anyway, it was nice chatting with you. I'll be seeing you around then.
It's like the third time he said that in the same day. That whole speech, that whole soapbox rant, that entire soapbox rant right on top of a corpse. That's amazing. Holy cow. Good luck to me for trying to turn that into a YouTube short in the future. I'll find a way somehow. So, is that really all he has to say? Is he finally done? Talk to me some more?
Amazing. Well, I suppose so.
Yeah, he is, actually. No, you are. Talk to me some more? He's evolving. Right before my very eyes. He's evolving. He's evolving faster now. Look at him. Look at these two now. Just a couple of days ago, they were really tiny, and now they're full size. They have all their limbs. Oh, look at this. Look what I can do here. I forgot all about this. I can make them dizzy.
You're making me dizzy.
That's your own fault. You don't have to follow the finger, goofball.
Oh.
I want to boop him. Boop. I don't know if I want to stop recording yet. This is all one recording session, and this will be 2 uploads. He's still pushing his corpses around. That's what he thinks about them. Wonder if he'll nap again later. Well, anyway, my name is Luke the Kook.
Would you like to save and
And this is WASD-FM.